And let's start a rolling up and down the fingers. And then choose the palm. And the patch of the pinky. And the thumb. And across the wrist. Up to the knuckle. And the back of the fingers, index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And another error message. Probably put okay. And I lost my screen. But there we go, back. And let's go around the back. Switch. Switch. And switch. Into the waist, go through the legs. Switch. 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 Off the ball on the floor. I got a screen popping up and everything. And press down in the middle 3 times. Move up to the knuckles, press down once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toe. Press the toes into the ball. Raise them up and separate. And press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. I got a fixed screen, keep scribbling. And 2, 1, release, reassess, repeat. Times in the middle, up to the knuckle. Roll across the knuckle. Roll across the top of the heel. Middle of the foot, wiggle the toe. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. let's get the ball out of the way. 3. And shakes the tree. Feet. 2 on the center, twisted away, swinging on. And the center with some ocean wave. Brings it down, base of the spine, step it out, gather it in. And center. Getting things out of the way. And the center, step forward. And the elbow towards the opposite knee. And slap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind you. And then take that cross step with the twist and the punch. And then we're going to walk or march or jog. Chair day. Do some sit stands. But I think I am going to do some squats today. And whatever you do, be safe. And we'll have some practice and take the class. For those who are looking at the video. So I'm going to get going in 5, 4, 3. 3, 1, 2. That's 10. One, two. And 30. Take 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up. Not up if you can. And back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, drop one hand. Bend in that direction. Go the other way. Back to center, interlace the fingers, drop the hands to the chest, push out. And come on down, let's bring one hand up top, put the other one below. Grab by the fingers or use a towel belt or cloth and pull in opposite directions. And then reverse. And come on down and shrug. And then swim. And reverse. Backstroke. And a breaststroke. And extend the arms and tap the shoulders. Bring one arm across, push in. And then the other. One arm behind the body, press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And put your fists on your temples, bring the elbows forward and back. Come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Look up. Look down. Over one shoulder. And then the other. Go back to center, make an L with your arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. And release. Squeeze. Release. And squeeze one more time. Release. Let's do a side lunge. Go the other way. Come on up, bring the feet to about shoulder width apart, bend the knees slightly as you hinge down, touch your toes, stretch those hamstrings, bring the knees a little bit if you can. And come on up. Bring one foot forward, the other foot, you're trying to press the heel towards the floor. And reverse. And come on up and grab that stick. You're back to number one routine, the booyah stick with some flip-flop. And then big circles out. And in. Laterally. Laterally the other way. And then bring it behind the back in the crook of the elbows and twist the twist. If you can, bend back, do so. Otherwise, keep twisting. Come forward, tuck in the chin, back like a pigeon. And then bring the stick up to the shoulders. Just body keep the head and hips facing forward. And lift the stick up over the head, down below the waist, up over the head, and behind you if you can. Bring it to the shoulders, push out. Then to one side and at or near the top. And swing behind. Other arm and hand, same thing. All right, bring the stick to the middle, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two, step back. Come up on the toes for a second, back on the heels for a second. Let's do 20. $19 for me and 20. Roughly 10. All right, let's put the stick to one side, come up under the other toe. If this is as far as you feel like going, stay here. But if you can move your foot around, do. You can pick up the stick, do, and if you can move that around, do. Wherever you feel comfortable. Don't drop the stick. Three, two, one, down, other foot, same thing. Three, two, one, and down. Let's grab our chair. I'm going to do 10 sit to stand to start. I'm going to move my hands around, but you can follow me or keep them where you feel safest. If you need to push off, go ahead. Just try to sit down all the way before you get up. All right, sit down. You're in the middle of the chair, hands parallel to the ears, lean forward and come back. Let's do about 7 minutes. Core is nice and tight. Engage. Hands behind the head, tap the back of the chair and come forward. And then bring one leg on top of the other and point the toes towards and away from the shin. Then rotate in one direction. And then the other. Push on the knee as you hinge forward. And come on up. Put that leg down, bring the other leg up across. Toes towards and away from the shin. And then rotate. Go the other way. Hinge and push. Come on up. Sit back in the chair. Bring your feet, both feet up and kick. Three, two, one. Come on down. Bring your knees up. And then bring both feet up at the same time. Like you're jumping. Three, two, one. Hands behind the head. Turn one way, then the other. Back and forth. Palms together. Press in. Prayer position. One hand on top of the other, grab the fingers and pull. Reverse the position of the hands and do the same. Let's do some chair jacks. And then hinge at the waist, come to about the middle of the chair, go across, try to touch the toes, don't have to. Dave. And then finally, come on back, middle of the chair, pop those biceps. And forearms. Three, two, one, and come on down. We can stay seated, or you can stand if you want for the alternate nostril breathing. You got it by now. In through the left and then out through the right and in through the right and then out to the left. 5 rounds. When you're done, stand up, get your chair out of the way. Start rubbing the hands to cultivate chi and chi bo. Enter. Deep breaths. We're opening our heart. Pausing on this inhale and exhale it. Sending it out. And center. 2 breaths. Bring down chi from up above. And gather from below. And namaste.
Thank you, Thom.
Mira, have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thom. Have a great Saturday.
You too. Enjoy the Italian.
La vita dolce. La dolce vita.
Exactly. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Okay. I will.
That's, yeah. All right.
Ciao.
Take care. And we're going to do some 5 Tibetans here. Starting with some spins, but you don't have to spin. You're not up to it this morning. Just twist it the waist and swing the arms. But if you can, up to 11, do it at your own pace. And then when you're done, take a couple of breaths. Take your time. We're going to take some time getting down to the floor, which is where the camera and I will meet you. Take your time, because plenty of time to get down there while I do the explanation. I do it all the time. And you probably have already heard about 600 times. The modified version, we have the soles of the feet on the floor, hands by the side. Soles come up as the head, neck, and shoulders do, and they go back down. You can put your hands behind your back if you have lower back issues. You can come behind your head if you have neck issues. In the regular version, the legs are extended. Again, you can put your hands behind your back or behind your neck if you have issues there. But if there are no issues, head, neck, and shoulders come up, legs come up, that's 1. We're going to do up to 11. Do what you feel comfortable doing today. It'll take 2 breaths when you're done. And then pull up on our knee. Hands on hamstrings or glutes. If you have back issues and can't do back extension, you can come back on your knees and just come forward. But if you can bend back, come forward. Up to the left. You've done 2 breaths. Down. We're going to do some inverted tables. You can do them in the regular version with your legs extended, or modified with palms, soles of the feet on the floor. Hands are usually by the hips, but if you need to, bring them back together. All right, we'll do up to 10, up to 11. Where's 7 come from? 2. And when we're done, take a couple of breaths. Come around. And of course, for the modified version, arms on the shoulders, come to the cobra and back. Regular version, down dog to up dog. A combination there, up to the right. And then turn around, sit down, cross your legs however feels right for you this morning. And take a couple of breaths. Okay, gonna rotate 6 times one way, 5 times the other. You can do it sitting up, or we can do it bending down. On the last round, I'm going to stretch out and do box breathing in the middle, on the left and on the right. I'm reversing direction now. Exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up. And stretching out. Count of 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Go over the left knee, box breath again. And then over the right knee. But up. Reverse the position of legs. If it was one was on top, put it below. If it was in front, put it behind. We're gonna begin our rotation in the opposite direction than we did the first time. Do 6. Reverse, do 5, and then 3 lines box speed. Here we go. Reversing. And stretching out. Over the right knee. And then over the left knee. Coming up. Setting on. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday.